really?
Yeah, static keys. From my time with cloud architecture, static keys
Mm.
actually cost more. Um, the dynamic keys don't, because they could just generate them, you use them, and then you're done. Static, you actually have to. They're stored somewhere and everything. It's like a reserved key.
I did
But
not know
maybe
that. That's interesting.
maybe it works differently for other
Oh,
systems.
well, I don't know about. I don't know. I have no idea on that or not. But I just know, like, I know either way, it makes it a lot more convenient, um, for the streamer if you can do stuff like that. So it makes
Hmm.
things a lot easier. So because then you don't have to change it every time. Because like that was one of the like it used to be one of the pain in the butts with like having to use StreamYards for everything. Well, especially with like Rumble, because like you had to re-enter the new thing every single time. You had to re-enter the all the stream URL and all of that kind of nonsense. Um,
Yes.
so yeah, so it was always a bit of a pain in the butt. But
Oh, as an aside, because
yes,
we're talking about Kevin Costner, Robin Hood, I found out he's
mm,
actually a huge douche, and even more than you would expect of a regular Hollywood person.
I mean, the funny part about that is, like, it's one of them situations where a lot of the greats always are. You know what I mean? Like,
Hmm.
we hear about that all the time. Like, apparently, whatchamacallit is, oh, damn it, Avatar dude, James Cameron. Apparently, James Cameron's kind of a prick to work for.
Well,
But
he. If you remember, there's Critical Drinker did a movie Hell, and that one sounded like, oh my god, it sounded fucking awful.
yeah, but it's like one of those things. It's like at the exact same time, you can't argue with the results. You know, how many billion-dollar movies does that guy have on his belt? How many awards has he won over the decades? You know what I mean? It's like the guy might be a douchebag, but he gets shit done. You know what I mean?
I
And
know, but he
sometimes
tried
that's
to
just
go
the way
over and
things go.
assist with. Like, he tried to assist with burying Tombstone because he just happened to be making another Wyatt Earp film. This that was going to release around the same time that Tombstone was, so he was
Yeah.
actively working against it. And I'm like, love it, love you, hate you, Costner. Tombstone was a better film than your fucking jack offness, your jack off film.
I don't even know if I ever saw his one or not. Yeah,
This
but
is
you know what? It's one
not.
of them situations where it's like that's like the kind of shady stuff that happens in Hollywood all of the time. You know what I mean? Like that's not unusual. That's kind of par for the course. I mean Marvel was chasing DC for years. You know, on a lot of that kind of stuff. Like Marvel would DC would announce something and Marvel would be like, "Oh, we got a fast track to do the exact same thing." And
Well,
it's just like, yeah, it's like they, like that's Hollywood for you. That's corporate industry for you. They're all a bunch of
mm,
backstabbing twat waffles. Um, so, but that's how they get to the top, unfortunately. In some
yeah.
cases, not always, not always. In some cases, there's also a lot of good guys out there in Hollywood. Like it's really funny. We went over a video today. John Bernthal's on the morning show. John Bernthal's Punisher special. That he is actually like producing and co-writing and like all of that kind of stuff. Like
Uh-huh.
executive producer, all of that. He did it. Apparently, it wrapped filming like within the last couple of days, but there was a video of like his speech that he gave to the entire crew and everything else. And it's just like, oh, like this is why we love you. Cause like he's like just like, he's swearing in it and it's in a good way. And he's like, he's so happy with the crew. And he's like just thanking everybody and telling them how much how none of this could happen without every single one of them. And like it was just really nice and sweet. It's just like, oh, that's
That's
why we
good.
love you. Yeah. So it was nice. So for all of the James Camerons and the Kevin Costners out there, there's guys like John Bernthal.
And there's guys like
So
Keanu Reeves, which love him
it,
or hate him, he's a very nice man.
oh yeah, he made all of the like the blue collar workers on the first Matrix movie, Millionaires.
Yeah, and he was also kind of helped really upsell Cyberpunk because
Yeah, he
he
was
was
really
so
enthusiastic.
beloved and that he was able to work with the crowd that well. Like, uh, you're breathtaking. You're breathtaking. It's just like the breathtaking heard around the world. It's just like I want.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Oh,
Became such a meme. It was beautiful in like the most positive and wholesome way ever.
yeah. There's even little songs and stuff. But
I believe that.
yeah, I do like this film. I just like the other one more.
That we're gonna start that all right. Oh yeah,
Uh-huh.
you know, I mean,
Well, yeah.
this one's good. Just the other one's better.
Yeah, you know.
I
I
mean,
go with the underdog, even though it does have a look at the star-studded cast, and it'll have a better production value, and it has
I
all the
mean,
better music and
we
everything. But
we've got Snape as the
it,
Sheriff of Nottingham,
that's
man.
how old you are. I'm like, excuse me, it's Hans Gruber.
Oh no, I've literally only I've seen that movie maybe once, and I'm not entirely sure if I've seen the whole thing from beginning to end.
Die Hard?
Yeah. Like it was one of those things I caught like parts of it on like a Saturday afternoon. Like I wasn't like that big into like action movies and stuff. Like I was more into like the spoof of action movies.
Wait!
Like Hot Shots part one and part Deuce, and like Naked Gun and stuff like that. Like I was more interested in the parodies than the actual action movies. Unless it was like Predator, and then that was different because that was sci-fi action. So I'm a nerd, dude. Like I didn't just do like I didn't watch all the iconic movies. I'm not a cinephile. I'm a nerd. There's a difference.
Guys, you have to punish him. You better buy him a fucking gummy because my goodness. What do you mean you haven't watched all of Die Hard? It's the best Christmas movie in the world.
I'm sure I've probably seen it once all the way through, but like I don't remember. I've seen like all the iconic moments and everything else because it's probably one of those movies that I caught the end of it or like halfway through it like 10 times on Saturday afternoon movies on your UHF channels. But like, or VHF channels, whichever one it was. I think it was UHF. But so it's like one of those things like, yeah, like I get it, but like still it's just like I've never gone out of my way to like watch them and stuff like that.
Dude.
So my grandfather was into Westerns. And like, and even then, not very many. My grandfather wasn't into like movies and television all that much, unless it was something really good, or my grandma wanted to watch it.
I'm going to force you to watch Die Hard now. Shit, you have to watch it during Christmas time because it's a Christmas movie.
This is the best part is I don't give a crap enough about the movie to even bother with that argument. I literally don't care. I literally do not care whatsoever about that argument in any way, shape, or form. Yippee-ki-yay, I don't care.
No, it's a stellar movie. Shit.
Listen. So I've heard. I'm like, it's one of those things. It's like, ooh, ow, you're really gonna punish me by making me watch Die Hard. Oh, what a tragedy. Hurt me more. And I was like, okay.
Fine, I can just fucking go then. Bye. You can fucking carry this yourself.
Oh, here she goes.
At least
again.
pretend you're having a bad time.
She's already in a mood, boys and girls. We're not even 10 minutes into the show yet, and she's already in a mood. It's gonna be a fun one.
Well, let's get started then, Bish.
All right. Let's start off with this fabulous intro. I have a baby in my arms, but that's okay. We'll figure it out. It'll be all right. It'll be all right. Where's that wonderful intro? There we go. Boys and girls, let's get started.
Check the lights, it's showtime now. Crowd is buzzing, hear the sound. Is it gold or just a lie? Worth a watch or pass it by? Critics talking loud and clear. Do they praise or spread the fear? Film a flop, we wanna know. Cut the bull, come join the show. Is it good as nerds we say? Will it shine or fade away? Sinking ships might pull you in. Do we lose or can we win? Scenes a rolling moment by. Answers hidden in the the sky. Join the crowd and take a peek. In the common view we seek. Is it good as nerds we say? Will it shine or fade away? Sinking ships might pull you in. Do we lose or can we win? Eyes on stage and hearts on sleeve, wondering what we'll achieve. Is it worth the precious time? In the common view we'll climb. Scenes a rolling moment by, answers hidden in the sky. Join the crowd and take a peek. In the common view we seek. Eyes on stage and hearts on sleeve, wondering what we'll achieve. Is it worth the precious time? In the common view we'll climb. Eyes on stage and hearts on sleeve, wondering what we will climb. When
I don't know if I could hear the clapping. You
How's everybody doing tonight, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen? It's just with the common nerd, bringing you pop culture and all things ready to a common sense lens. And welcome back to another wonderful edition of Is It Good? Ladies and gentlemen, the Robin Hood versus Robber Hood battle for the ages, ladies and gentlemen, where two men will enter and only one man will come out. One already has a very heck of a leg up on one side with lots of awards, a huge budget, and massive amounts of a star-studded cast. The other one has a good story and some good acting. So tonight, boys and girls, we're going to get into the good one. The one with all the star-studded cast and all the big awards and all the wonderful music and everything else tonight, boys and girls. It is the 1991 Robin Hood starring Kevin Costner and a whole bunch of other famous folks that you will recognize as you will see them come on the screen, boys and girls. It's going to be a wonderful, fabulous time out there since Sunker cheated and didn't make any rules, and I can't beat her to death with my nuclear weapon. Kevin Costner is a very, very good second runner-up. You know, if you can't go for the A-bomb, you might as well at least go for, you know, the surface to air missile, you know, maybe the bunker buster. Yeah, nitrogen instead. That'll work. So speaking of nitrogen and things that like to explode on a regular basis, Sunker Maiden, what is going on, sister? How's everything going for you tonight?
Hello, and thank you for allowing me to come back, even though I explode like a crazy person all the time. I'm doing pretty okay. Very busy with work, very busy with all that stuff, very busy with setting up a new phone plan right before all this other stuff is occurring, and I really can't lose access to my phone because, like it or not, the two-factor authentication that's connected to your phone number, you can't lose that shit. So.
Yeah. It's like I was telling you earlier, that has been such a pain in the butt because like the guys that set all of our media stuff up like years ago at the church no longer even comes to the church now. So it's like, so if like I'm trying to get something transferred to get something set up on another computer over there, like it's a pain in the butt. Fortunately enough, Google has now added it to where you can, if you're already logged in on another computer, you can verify from that one. So I literally ran from one side of the church all the way back to the other side of the church. so I could two-factor authentication verify myself and then run all the way back up to the balcony so I could get it all set up. But now that it's all set up, I don't have to worry about it anymore. But yeah, that's such a pain in the butt because everything's tied to your phone numbers or some two-extra thing. And it's like, well, if you don't have access to this phone number, well, now you got to put in a trouble ticket with their helpline. It's just like they have made it
that's a nightmare.
pain in the butt. Yeah, it's like at what point are you sacrificing security for freedom? You know what I mean? Like you've made things so secure that it's a pain in the butt because what happens? Well, a few big shots, a few big wigs out there got whacked and got their stuff taken over because, well, hackers are going to hack and that's what they're going to do. You know, you can put up all the firewalls in the world you want and guess what? They're still going to find a way around it. You know, how many times have you seen people's, to this day, people's Facebook accounts still get taken over. You still get spam instant messages from people. Same thing happens on Twitter. To this day, that stuff still happens. So it's like, all you're doing is making it a bigger pain in the butt for the rest of us, you know? So it's like, yeah, like you said, God forbid you lose access to your cell phone or lose access to that phone number because now all of a sudden you can't log into Squat anymore.
Yeah, you lose your email, you lose all the other two-factor authentication that's tied to the phone itself. It's all gone.
I mean, it's literally easier. It's easier to get a brand new ID if you have no paperwork whatsoever with a social security card and stuff than it is to like recover your Google account if you've lost access to your cell phone. You know, like it's insane. It's absolutely insane. So yeah.
Doggle's being really sleepy on my bed right now. He's being adorable too.
Oh, comfy puppy. That's comfy. Well, I've got it. Yeah. I understand. I understand the feeling. Mine just will grow much larger and still learn to talk and walk eventually.
Well, he can talk and walk already. I have one up on you and your child.
I could be really mean, and I'm not going to because I'm
an empty egg carton.
Say you're an egg carton.
I'm an empty egg carton.
I wasn't even going to say that either. That's not what I was going to say at all.
I go for that. No, I go for the balls, even my own.
No, I don't know. I was going to say mine's going to live longer than your dog.
That's true. That's just facts, sir.
I know.
How dare you present facts?
I know. How dare we? How dare we? How dare we, good sir?
I'll get 15 years out of him, though. He'll be very plus, most likely.
But no, I mean, last week was really good. That Robin Hood, I'd never seen it before. It was really good. The acting was well done. You know, obviously, smaller budget, not a big deal.
Don't hit the walls too hard.
Yeah, like I'm a guy that loves Bruce Campbell movies. Okay, like King of the Bee movie, right? Like it's Bruce Campbell. Okay, so it's like that stuff like that doesn't bug me at all. You know, and honestly, it just makes it even more fun because like Sunker pointed it out. It's like there's this part where they're running up the stairs in the castle, and Homeboy bumps the castle wall, and castle wall rotates back, rotates forward. And they were just like, screw it, we're leaving it in. They probably didn't even see it in the editing process, honestly. No. You know what I mean? And it was great. You know, but stuff like that's fun. You know, you got we talked about it at the time, you know, the Star Wars, the stormtrooper hitting his helmet, you know what I mean? Hitting his head on the door frame, you know what I mean? Don't remove stuff like that. We love stuff like that. You know what I mean? Like don't know. It doesn't have to be perfect. It's flaws what make it so much fun. You know, my grandpa used to call it character. You know, He'd leave a gun outside, a brand new, perfectly shiny gun. He'd leave it outside to age it, you know, let a little bit of that corrosion, that patina get on it, and then he'd go clean it up so it wouldn't get any worse. It was like, you know, I come back from aircraft. I'm an aircraft mechanic, and I come home and I'm just like, no, corrosion is bad. I'm like, I want to polish everything, you know. But it's like, yeah, it does. Yeah, exactly. You know, it gives things character. You know what I mean? So yeah, no, and that's like I said, it was a lot of fun. You know, I loved Maid Marian. She did an incredible job. That actress is wonderful and everything. And Uma Thurman just crushed it as that. Extremely snarky. The only thing I didn't find believable about it is how stupid Robin was and couldn't realize who that was. In her really piss poor disguise.
That's fair. That's fair.
You could have given her there could have been a cheesy way to give her a fake beard, and that would have been more believable than her just chopping off her head, throwing some mud on her face, and then sticking a hat on top of her head, and doing a really, really bad job of hiding her true accent and voice.
I'm a super boy. Totally.
You know what I mean?
Molten pride.
So yeah, I like that was that was the most unbelievable part of the entire movie.
That's fair.
The rest of it, totally sold, totally solid, loved it. You know, the fight at the end was great. You know, a proper swashbuckling scene. You know, it was a lot of fun. It was very enjoyable, and so yeah, totally, it was totally worth it.
And kind of a great
Yeah.
ending for a villain, in my opinion, is after he gets stabbed, him grabbing the fucking church bells, almost ringing in his own death, walks over, sees the fool's parade, and welcome to hell. It's like,
Dude, Friar Tuck just crushes it in that movie. Like, I have to admit, he is probably my favorite character out of that whole movie. He just crushes it. And yeah, that ending is just perfect. And once again, it doesn't have a lot of money. It's not fancy. There's not a bunch of special effects. It's just proper lighting, some crazy characters and some crazy costumes with some crazy makeup. And you believe it. You believe it. Hook, line, and sinker. Welcome to hell. He sees it as the last thing he sees before he gets called to wherever he's going. And I got this funny feeling he got a preview of it because like it was just perfect. And he just crushed it. Welcome to hell. And you know, everybody behind him. It was just perfect. Well done. And that's one of those things that shows you sometimes less really can be more. You know, when you have to work on a budget, when you have to work with limited resources, you get creative. You know, we Godzilla -1 it will be the ultimate like textbook example of less is more. And I mean, like literally, like the director learned how to do like 6 different new jobs because he couldn't afford to pay somebody else to do like his VFX work and stuff like that, you know? So it's like, you know, and that's, you know, $13 million. And what that movie ended up making like freaking 800 million globally or some crazy nonsense. You know what I mean? You know, so, I mean, I'm probably overstating it, but like either way, like it's still like on like a budget of $15 million, you make $100 million and that's insane profit. You know, that's more profit than anything Disney Marvel's made in the last 10 years. You know,
it matters how, like, I think a lot of things what Hollywood is missing out on is like, it doesn't matter how much you put into the movie, it's how much you made out of that movie.
Yeah. Well, and the other thing too is it's also and Godzilla -1 and a lot of and like I said, last week's Robin Hood, you know, and I'm still excited to watch the Kevin Costner one tonight. I'm excited to see all the big spectacle and everything else because it's been a long time since I've seen it. But at the exact same time, it just shows you that you don't need a $300 million budget to make a really good movie. That everybody's going to sit there and go, yeah, that was great. You know what I mean? Like you don't need that, you know, and it's ridiculous when they do that stuff.
And from what I recall from the Kevin Costner one, it does follow more of the proper Robin Hood mythos because the older version with Uma Thurman, that one was kind of like a retelling. It was like a retelling of the old story. This one, it goes back to it gets all the the Moor stuff. I get to call it that because that's what they called it in the movie. They get all that stuff back in there. They get a lot of the there wasn't a Sheriff of Nottingham. That was instead played by the German guy pretending to be a French guy.
Yeah, that was great.
Sheriff of Nottingham is back in here. So it's a more closer telling to the original story.
Right. Yeah, the more traditional story. And honestly, like the deviations of that kind of stuff, like you didn't really notice. Like if you understood the traditional story of that, you're like, okay, so we don't have a Sheriff of Nottingham, but we've got this douchebag entitled douchebag out there who ends up getting a
separate justice for separate issues.
Yeah, exactly. So like it's like, okay, like, you know, you get it. He's the rules, he's the barracks lawyer. Right? Like in the military, you call them the barracks lawyers. You know what I mean? He's like, well, the letter of it says this, sire. You know, it's like the guy you always want to punch in the mouth. You know what I mean? Like, like, that's the guy. And obviously everybody, and he did a really great job of portraying that. So you knew exactly who it was supposed to be without being the Sheriff of Nottingham.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like he still is obviously, okay, that's the douchebag, you know, and trying to marry Maid Marian and everything else. You know, it all lines up with the exception of just without calling him that. But yeah, still well done. I don't have any complaints about that movie with the exception of the completely and totally unbelievable Maid Marian as a boy. So and like, don't get me wrong, Uma Thurman ain't some like thick chick where you got to hide a bunch of stuff with her either. You know what I mean? But it's still like, no.
That's absolutely fair.
Yeah. You could have put her in blackface and it would have been more believable. You know what I mean?
Who is this dusky youth?
Exactly. So, but yeah, like I said, it was a lot of fun. It was good. I'm excited to watch the Costner one tonight. We've got that all primed up and ready to go. We're gonna say hi to all of you fabulous folks out there in the chat. Here in just a second. What?
You fabulous folks! It's really great when we jump in 1 minute past when we're supposed to get started, and Nerd's like, "Wait, I don't think I have a way of I don't have this film ready. Wait, oh, he has to scramble to go find the fucking film."
Why you got to be bringing up old shit? That was like literally 5 minutes ago. No, it was only 5 minutes ago. That was literally 30 minutes ago.
That girl always remembers.
It was literally 30 minutes ago. And now you bring it up. Typical woman. Always bringing up old shit. Always bringing up old shit. 30 minutes ago, and she's still bringing that garbage up. Freaking ridiculous. Absolutely freaking ridiculous.
Those poor people in Torchwood in their asbestos wells.
I'm going to make you watch Torchwood on Sunday night is what I'm going to do.
No, you're
That's
not.
my revenge. That's my revenge.
Pay me to do
I'm going to start it off as a Doctor Who episode, and then when you go to the bathroom,
you're just going to cut it.
I'm going to cut it to Torchwood and wait for you to come back, and you're not even going to realize it. You just start screaming as soon as you come back, and it's going to be great. And I'm going to love every single minute of it.
I hate you. No, don't do this to me.
Yep. I torture all my friends. That's how I show love. But boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, children of all ages, we're going to say hi to all of you fabulous folks out there in the chat here in just a second. Obviously, we have some direct donations, and all of those kind of donations out there will take priority. But friendly rules up there at the top. Obviously, I've still got 5 gummies left. I got 2 Chartises and 3 Daleks left. So if you want to see a really nasty, sour look on my face, and also that contains cannabis, you can check out that for all of the wonderful donations. We've also got tiny gummy bears, dabs, all that kind of fun stuff. We've got dancing baby, dancing sunker, all of those kind of things. Normal stuff for all that kind of stuff. Normal rules, all that kind of stuff. But as always, a friendly reminder for any of you out there that might be on the YouTube land or catching this on the replay. If you want the full experience, of watching the entire movie with us while we pause it and watch it and review it and commentate it and do all of the things they completely and totally qualify under fair use, but that unfortunately, because YouTube had to institute bots, because people decide to put an entire movie on, get up and walk away for 45 minutes and pretend that is live streaming, then, not that we're particularly calling out anybody in particular, that's ruined the fun for absolutely everybody. So, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, if you'd like to join us over on the alternative that is Rumble at the Common Nerd, no S, you'll be able to find us over there and watch the entire thing with me and Slunker Maiden, pausing it, reviewing it, watching it, and hopefully getting a little more baked as the evening goes on. So I certainly do appreciate for all of that, but we will say hi to all of you fabulous folks out there in the chat.
Speaking of baked, is that a potato?
It is, with chili and cheese on top of it as well. With chili and cheese on top of it. Ooh, and bacon bits. Fish. My wife really does love me despite all of the evil glares she gives me all of the time. So
hot. Can you speed this up?
Yeah, here, take a baby. Here you go. There we go. There you go. Here, Sunker, turn off your camera for a second. Or never mind. I got it. I got this. Hold on. There you go. Wave again. There you go. Wave again. There you go. Okay, she's good now. There we go. The dinosaur had to wave. The dinosaur wanted to wave. I feel that. Yep. Welcome to my daily routine.
Oh, potato.
Oh, that is great. But what? Oh no, Sunker's
got mashed potatoes.
Oh, now she's looking at mashed. Oh, great. Now Sunker's going to Uber eat mashed potatoes to herself. But boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, before we say hi to all the rest of you fabulous folks out there in the chat, Kaio Sabo over on the Stream Lab side, a direct donation, ladies and gentlemen, one of the absolute best ways to support the channel. But any way you support the channel is absolutely appreciated and beloved. And of course, certain ways you support the channel will get you certain special things up there as well. Over $25 over on the Streamlabs side says something to make you smile when you have a moment, if you'd please. Well, thank you very much for that, my friend. And yes, we will do that. And you know what? I think we've got that one last baby clip, that new one that we didn't unlock, that we didn't play
I
yet.
do have the green plaid as well.
Oh, that's true. She does have plaid, boys and girls, if you want to play the plaid game as well. And we are live on Kick, Pilled, and Rumble, obviously, as well.
Thank you, Kaio. weather's killing me.
You are the grease between our gears. Keys in the machine running. I could not do this without every single one of you. And for that, you earned yourself a dinosaur. Will do. Thank you, my love. All right. Thank you very much for that, my friend. I certainly appreciate it. And yes, boys and girls, we've got a little bit of an Arnold Palmer going this evening. This is the last of my cannabis tea and some of my cannabis pink lemonade that I made. So cheers.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Is that what it's called?
That's exactly what that one actually is. I made a pink lemonade. Yeah, an Arnold Palmer is when you make lemonade and tea. You never had one of those before?
Whenever heard something Palmer, I always think of Twin Peaks.
Oh, yeah. No, an Arnold Palmer is lemonade and sweet tea mixed together. Stay on target. What's going on, buddy? It says happy Thursday to everyone. Happy Thursday. Stay on target. Appreciate you being the first one in over on the Rumble side. Appreciate that. Shadow Ward 99, another one of our fine channel subscribers over there on Rumble, boys and girls, which you can also become a member for $5 a month on Rumble, boys and girls. And Rumble just instituted something really cool with all of your memberships as well now. So if you're a subscriber, on my Rumble channel, not only will you get premium, you can watch all of my premium content for the price of your subscription. You don't have to have the big Rumble premium subscription like you used to have before. And you get all of my content ad-free as well. The live streams, the videos, all of that stuff for just $5 a month. That for I think it's like a 90-10 split on the memberships, or they might still be giving us 100% of the memberships. I can't remember if that ever changed or not, but they used to give us 100% of the memberships, and I still think it's like a 90-10 split on the memberships. It's not the same on the donations, but it's still better than YouTube's. But needless to say, they now have implemented that. So for $5 a month, become a subscriber to the channel, and you'll get ad-free on all of my content, as well as access to all of the premium content that we do as well. So that's really cool. So shout out to Shadow Ward 99 and shout out to Rumble for adding those benefits to the memberships. And that was something one of the guys asked for. Silver Fox suggested that on his stream. Somebody clipped it out, went around viral. They tagged Rick and a few of the other Rumble guys. And literally a week later, that is now a thing. So shout out to Rumble for helping out with all that kind of stuff. And shout out to all of our guys that are subscribers over there.
Thank you.
Really, really appreciate it.
Thank you, Rumble, really for being our fallout shelter where we could find no refuge elsewhere. Well, where he could find no refuge elsewhere.
That's right. That's right. And now she's here because I could not find refuge anywhere else. And there you go. Sunker Maiden as well. I don't know who that person is, but apparently they're hanging out in the chat. Now you're diseased. I guess they're talking crap to Shadow War.
She's a bitch.
Don't talk crap to the members. Don't talk crap to the subscribers. Spartacus. Only I get to do that. Spartacus. Another one of our fine channel subscribers says, don't mess up the fighting the dragon. No, I did not. I never missed fighting up the dragon. I had it. Shadow War says I must be undead. That is great. Even though Sunker isn't worthy, Jesse is just taking pity. There you go. That's right, Spartacus. Now you understand. What's up, Gravy D? Good to see you, Gravy D. Says, howdy, Nerd, Sunker, and chat.
Hello.
Howdy, Gravy D. Good to see you. Glad you made it in, man. And everybody smash that like and follow button if you haven't already, boys and girls. Make sure you smash all of that fun stuff. Right, Spartacus, two-factor authentication has become the new massive key ring full of keys. You shuffle around to find the right key. Yep, I got that app. There's certain payment systems that I have to use the little app on my phone to do the two-factor authentication. Same thing with some of the crypto wallets and stuff like that. You got to do all that stuff with. It's nuts. Melissa Smith, what's going on, sister? Says, or business refusing cash payment as if crypto money isn't easier to fake. Criminals are criminals. It only hurts the business, not them.
Yes.
That's fair. And actually, crypto money is actually pretty hard to fake. That's kind of one of the points of it. That's kind of one of the things built into the system. But I get what you're saying. But yeah, business refusing cash payment is absolutely insane.
That's kept me away from a lot of businesses when COVID went over and hit. I can't say the C word.
Yes, you
I
can.
love Corona.
No, you're good. You're good. Calm down.
I keep because I'm too used to Rumble and I'm too used to.
No, it's not that. It's YouTube used to be really, really anal and strict about that stuff. They're not near as like what they used to be.
Especially in California, they try to take out cash money from a lot of the stores. They're like, we want to stop the spread, so we're not accepting any cash. And I'm like, So you're not accepting any of my business because I primarily deal in cash, you crazy bastards.
Yeah, which my understanding too is technically illegal under federal law. Like, because that's what your money says on it, right? It is legal tender for all transactions in the United States. You know, it's something along those lines. I'm paraphrasing. You know what I mean? But it's like you can't refuse, like you're literally refusing to take. I don't like I like that just sounds like it wouldn't even actually be allowed. But because COVID, all the rules got thrown out the fucking window, it wouldn't have mattered. And of
That's
course,
actually
California is insane.
With the junk store I go to, they're still implementing that. You can't buy junk for cash.
That's stupid.
It's fucked.
Yeah, exactly. Spartacus, woman cuts her hair. I'm a boy now. Exactly. That's why I live in Texas.
See, now
and once again, boys and girls, because this stuff takes priority. As the Rumblebot lets you know, Gravy D has now subscribed over on the Rumble side and is now a monthly supporter. Thank you, Gravy D. I will be updating the credits on Sunday after the Bible study because I forgot last week I had like voice acting and stuff I had to do. So I didn't get time to do it last Sunday, but I will be doing it this Sunday. And Gravy D, you will be added to the list. So thank you very much, Gravy D. And boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, well, I mean, he became a subscriber. So you know what that means. You know what that means? That's just like Gifty Subs. That's just like Gifty Subs, boys and girls. And you know what? You know what? We're going to give you the red one because you deserve it, Gravy D.
Dear.
Thank you, Gravy D. Appreciate you. Funny thing, the first Doctor's companions were in the Holy Land when Richard I and one of the younger female companions dressed as a boy until she and the Doctor were overheard by Joan, Richard's first sister, and then ordered the companions to start dressing as a girl from that point forward. Oh, wow. I can't wait to get to Classic Who. Spartacus has been watching a lot of it lately, and a lot of it goes into like classic and historical events and stuff like that. And like, I'm super excited to get started.
It was originally supposed to be about like, we're going to teach the children about history. And then it started going more and more into sci-fi. It's like, fuck history. We're going to go over and have some fun. Yeah. And for better or worse, I mean, it worked out both ways to a certain degree, you know. And what would be nice is if when they do go to, and I'm sure like especially during like the era we're going through, and especially like earlier in like the new era, like right at the beginning, they probably were pretty good about having like historical people on hand to make sure that they depict, like, you know, like with Pompeii, right, and then making sure that a lot of that stuff was depicted properly and things like that, you know. Back when they gave a crap about things like that. Yes, yeah. Ubisoft, I'm talking about you. Wait, you're not accepting the Black Samurai?
I know, right? And neither was anybody else, because guess what? That game flopped. Ubisoft went bankrupt and got bought out by a Chinese company. Well,
really? Holy shit, really?
It's a partnership with Tencent. And then he made his son the CEO. One of the sons is the CEO now. Oh, it's great. And gone plaid. Multiple meanings. Meanings there. It does, especially around here. Oh, we definitely have to do Spaceballs at some point.
Oh, we're going to do the whole Mel Brooks smorgasbord. That's like, we already went through, like, what kind of popped the cherry was...
Dead and Loving It.
Dead and Loving It, where it's like, you haven't seen this before? It's fucking hilarious!
Dude, that was a great palate cleanser. It really was. It absolutely was a great palate cleanser.
Nina, you're in the closet.
Yeah, right? That was great. What's up, fan side? Peter Beck with fan side says, yeah, silencing people because corpo. Yep, exactly. Yep. Exactly. Tobak, what's up, buddy? That's right. Nerd survived the 24-hour stream. Hey there, Sunker. I sure did. And it was funny, too, because, like, I can't remember who it was now. I'm having a brain fart, but somebody was like, sleep well, sweet prince, on Twitter. After I was done with the stream, because Rumble Studios will only let me go for 24 hours and 55 seconds. And they literally shut my stream down. So I'll have to find something different. I might just have to do it straight from OBS next time. I'll have to figure something out with that one. But or I'm going to keep bugging Rick until they fix it so I can go longer than 24 hours.
Well,
One of the two is going to happen.
I can understand why they wouldn't allow that, given just infrastructure and space and all that stuff, because space costs money. But yeah, there should be a way to go over and make that work.
Absolutely. But yeah, and so it's one of those things. But yeah, it was literally like I went to sleep. When I went to sleep Tuesday night, I was back up at 5:30 a.m. Wednesday morning.
You masochistic fuck.
I couldn't help it. I woke up and I tried. I woke up, went to the bathroom, tried to lay back down, could not go to sleep. So I came out here and edited a video. I got some other stuff ready to go.
You're insane.
I tell that to my internal clock. What's up, Tobak? Good to see you, buddy. Good to see you, man. Glad to hear it again. Oh, that is great. That's like flipping cashless venues. About to go to one now. Oh, so gay. So gay. So gay. Thank you, Gravy. That is great. Yeah, the Maidens. There you go. All right, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, as a friendly reminder, join us over there on the Rumble side of things, because we are going to give you a little bit of a tease of this Kevin Costner movie, boys and girls. And I don't know who owns the rights to this one anymore, so they'll probably hang us something. What? Go ahead.
If there was one thing that everyone noticed, is that Kevin Costner is always just Kevin Costner. No matter what film he's in, he always is Kevin Costner. So he does not adopt a fucking accent. Do you know how to speak British? Sure.
I love that. Historians like the episode of the Frozen Thames, and Bill notices the diversity in 19th century London, right? Exactly. Like I said, I was talking about more of the newer stuff. But I haven't watched Classic Who in years, and this was before they started using animation to replace the lost episodes. Seeing the animated episodes is pretty cool. Yeah, I'm excited to do that. We've got we'll get all of those.
For those who don't know, there were old very, very from first season Doctor Who episodes that didn't make it because they believe there was a fire that went over.
Fires in some places, and then they actually deleted and recorded over the originals because apparently they didn't think they mattered or needed them or something like that. So there was actually several different things that contributed to that. But yeah, it was a big old mess.
Then I made Rumble Butt my bitch.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, Tobak was like, that was me. That's right. That was me. Yeah, sadly, the animation of the lost episodes has stopped because BBC America pulled out of the project with the BBC, who couldn't cover all the costs. Yeah, Cohen's back there. You know what? Maybe if they would have driven Modern Who into the fucking toilet, they could probably still afford to do that. But no, instead we want to dance with the spirit of the age and push the agenda. And how'd that work out for you?
Here's the thing: they could have crowdfunded it very easily. There's some very diehard Whovians who would have absolutely assisted in a crowdfund. You could have absolutely done it, BBC. You were just lazy and you didn't want to go.
Well, but that would have led the BBC to admit that they actually needed the fans and they needed the audience.
Yeah, and that's why they didn't.
You know what I mean? Yep. And you know what's funny too is it's like, what is it like? Hasbro actually does that. Hasbro crowdfunds toys.
Yeah,
and certain toys and stuff like that. You know, that's why like what's her face's lightsaber never got made because it couldn't hit the crowdfunding. Reva, that's what it was. Reva. So yeah,
I honestly think that they might, like, when they came up with Reva as a name, it's like, did you want to go with Revan? But you knew you couldn't fucking use Revan because she is nowhere near Revan's caliber, you bastards.
Oh, dude, you talk about an uproar from EU fans. If they would have done something like that, holy cow. You talk about surface-to-air missiles would have been coming out.
That's not Revan!
Oh, yeah, no. You talk about wanting to turn off you want to talk about igniting a firestorm under a whole different section of the Star Wars fan base that you just irritated and caused to go to arms. Yeah, that would have been a real bad idea.
Oh, yeah.
Speaking of real bad ideas, is for us to watch anything on Warner Brothers on YouTube, but that's okay. We're going to do it anyway. Cary Ellis was offered the role of Robin Hood, but turned it down because he thought the plot was too contrived. He did, however, portray the character in the spoof Robin Hood Men in Tights. He was supposed to play in this version and didn't like the script. So instead, Kevin Costner got it.
And instead, even though Kevin Costner got all the awards, Cary starred in the far superior,
the far superior version. Yeah, the ultimate Robin Hood movie.
Well, I can see why they went over and did that because this was after Princess Bride fame, and he's actually kind of a perfect fit for Robin Hood because he exemplifies Errol Flynn so much. And damn it all, if he's still sexy as fuck. So,
and like the guy like is still in pretty good shape for his age too. Like to this very day, like he's still in pretty. Like last time I saw him, he was still in pretty good shape. He wasn't looking like old and ragged like some of them folks out there. Like
we have like the mask of Robin Hood, like kind of had the mask of Zorro. Can we still have him come back? But he's like old Robin Hood.
Well, it's like him and Marion would have had to have like that's what you knew. Mel Brooks' Robin Hood Men in Tights sequel, right? Or it's like Robin and Marion have had like 10 kids, and like all the married men are like uncles, and like I was like, I don't know, you'd figure something out with it. I don't know, you'd have to figure out some new villain or something. Like the Sheriff of Nottingham had a bastard child with like one like the ugly old hag. Yeah, the ugly old hag. And she gave birth, and now the child's grown up to take revenge on Robin Hood for killing his father. Like this writes itself. You could totally
Latrine,
do that.
That's a very interesting name. We changed it. It used to be Shithouse.
Oh God, I can't wait to get to that movie next week.
Back also when you could have really funny female comedians who could like actually have comedic timing and not only make jokes about their badge.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Absolutely. What's up, Mars? Mars Monkey Max says, hey, Common and Zunger. Good to see you, Mars. Glad you made it in. All right, let's give this a little shot, see what happens.
Mashed potatoes.
All right, that's all we can. No, I'm just kidding. That's all we can play. That logo crushes us every time. Oh, that's right. We've got the 15-second touchstone intro, and I forgot this is a 90s movie.
You can just skip the 10 thing. It's okay. They all know what touchstone looks like.
That's true.
There we go.
All right, there we go, right there.
Now I can make fun. Because like, oh, this is just a historical showing of tapestries. Kind of like how you made fun of me with like, it looks like a nature preserve.
Yeah, but this is actually a cool intro. Yours literally looked like everybody was just wandering around the woods for like 15 minutes. We were looking at like bunnies and like chipmunks and like a fox. Like that's like the first 5 minutes of the episode. At least this is cool, showing like cool battle scenes and stuff like that. Your battle didn't come until 10 minutes into the movie after 5 minutes of watching forest animals wander around like it's freaking Snow
And it was
White.
awesome.
Okay?
It was an awesome battle.
Okay, don't you start. Don't make me. I'm gonna bring that back up then. Like literally, the first 5 minutes of that movie.
2 things he wants to complain about.
All we were missing was Snow White whistling and having the animals just jump up and start doing laundry for her. That's literally the only thing we were missing in that scene. Other than that, it was literally a ripoff of nothing more than like a scene out of Snow White. That's literally what it was.
Absolutely. You asshole. Now I am going to legitimately look for mashed potatoes now.
Good. Those carbs will do great things for your weight loss program.
I'm gonna die fat and alone.
I feel sorry for all the cats. At least they'll have plenty to eat when you die.
Oh yeah. Don't worry, I put a cat door in so they don't get trapped in with me. You want to beat me out on gallows humor, motherfucker? You're not gonna win.
Oh, sister, I was an aircraft mechanic in the Air Force. You have no idea what gallows humor is.
I had an army-raised brat. Army brat.
Morgan Freeman! We've got Morgan Freeman in this.
Freeman.
Like, if that doesn't sell you on the movie, I don't know what. I mean, it's got Morgan Freeman. Boys and girls, you got Kevin Costner and Morgan Freeman.
Very smart man.
And now kill this motherfucker. Sorry, I love that scene in one. I swear, I think that's the first time in my life I had ever heard not Samuel Jackson. We heard Samuel Jackson freaking swear all the time.
Black people look the same to you. I know.
They do. Damn it. They all do. But like, I legitimately, I swear, that was the first time in my life I had ever heard him swear in a movie. And I was like, what? I was like, what? So, you know what? Just mute this and get away with getting through the intro. Morgan Freeman. But like listening to him, like hearing MFer come out of his mouth, I was just like, whoa.
It felt a little out of character, even for the character they were building.
Christian Slater. There you go.
Oh, Christian Slater.
No, keep going.
It felt a little bit out of character in the Wanted film, where it's just like, you haven't been using foul language this entire time, but now you're going to get all gangster on us, are you?
Yeah.
Angelina, show them how it's done.
Right. Show it how it's properly done. Oh, that is great. What's up?
Yeah,
Go back. He was on the Knuckles series and he played a piece of a deadbeat dad. Oh, a piece of poop. Deadbeat dad. Oh, that's horrible. I'm glad. I heard that Knuckles show sucked. So I'm glad I didn't bother trying to watch it. But
I did like, I really liked Wanted, even though it's like, you didn't follow the comic as well. It's just like, I still liked it. I like, one of the things I loved was the stupid patterns on the bullets, because like, of course they would have that much. You only need one shot, so you could almost like make your bullet into a form of art because of what you're going to be doing later with it, because you only need one.
Those bullets really were works of art. Like, those things were gorgeous in that movie. Whoever designed those did an incredible job. So yeah, there you go. That is, absolutely. You're spot on that one, Sunker.
Alan Rickman. No, it's Hans Gruber.
Professor Snape. The initial trumpet flourish of the title score became Morgan Creek's theme music. Disney also used it for their logo during DVD previews. Nice.
And the theme song's better. I will easily admit the theme song's better, because instantly I'm like, I want to get on a horse. Instantly. We gotta ride off now.
Oh, that is great. I love that. See, it gets you going. Man. That's what happens when you got, like, I mean, I don't know the budget. I mean, this was the 90s. Back then it was probably like an $80 million budget, and that was probably more money than, and like the other one was probably done for like $1 million, and this one was probably done for like $50 million. So, it's like literally 50 times the budget. You know what I mean? There you go. Exactly. Where are the coconuts, Spartacus? We need the coconuts. I was
minding them earlier.
All right, we're just gonna go ahead and shut this down, because Warner Brothers are absolute douchebags, and they will probably end up copyright claiming him for what we've showed already, even if I mute the damn theme song. And that theme song is really good, and we need to let it play. So, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, if you are over on the YouTube side of the house, boys and girls, I will be, in case you already haven't found us before, in case for some reason you don't know where to find us on all of the alternatives. I know Vankman's girl, Peter Venkman fan site, will be coming over to our Kick side of the house. That's where she likes to hang out. But Mars, Monkey Max, Melissa Smith, if you guys would like to join us over on Rumble, or anybody out there that's catching this on the replay, if you would like to join us over on Rumble, it's really easy to find. If the chat replay is still there, if we didn't have to edit this out because Warner Brothers are douchebags about the copyright claim system, the chat will still be there, and you'll be able to click that in the chat. If not, join us over on Rumble at The Common Nerd. No S over there on Rumble, because that's the OG channel. That's the OG name. Join us over there. We just crossed 1,300 followers over there on Rumble. We did a 24-hour stream over there to celebrate all of that. So please come join us over there at the free speech alternative to YouTube and all the rest of the platforms out there. Join us over on Rumble. And even if you don't want to make an account, if you just click the link out there in the chat, or find us over there on the website, you can click it. You can watch us. You don't even have to create an account. But if you do, you'll be helping out a lot with all of that kind of fun stuff and helping support alternatives, because as always, boys and girls, competition breeds excellence. So the more competition, the more legitimate competition YouTube has, the better it will get for everybody out there across the board, boys and girls. So I certainly appreciate all of you guys over there. Melissa Smith, Popcorn, Yellow Stripe Smile. There you go. Sunker, tell everybody over on YouTube side, bye.
Bye.
See you, YouTube. It's been fun. All right, boys and girls. All right, let's get over here. Let's get back to it. Now we just let this thing play. Let's just let this intro play. Because that is some epic music. What more could you possibly ask for? Kevin Costner, Morgan Freeman.
In a world.
Hey, what's up, Mars? Mars needs Max.